The Stalker is thought to be one of 4546b's oldest creatures, having perfectly balanced its size and speed over millions of years to hunt prey that strays too far from the safety of the planet's shallower waters. These carnivorous creatures are most commonly found stalking the kelp forest, but can occasionally spawn in the crash zone. Stalkers typically feed on a diet of peepers and other small fish, and have been known to chase their prey all the way into the safe shallows. The Stalker has a smooth and streamlined body, and like many waterbound creatures, uses counter-shading as camouflage, meaning the top of their bodies are darker than the lower half. The Stalker's top is grey in colour and patterned with dark purple accents. The creature's underside is slightly lighter and is mostly a white creamy colour. In-game, these colours can look a lot less pronounced, with the purple almost appearing a dark blue, with the creature's body taking on a more greyish green tone. Stalkers are also a lot larger than you might expect, clocking in at roughly 3 times the size of the player, which makes them around 15 to 16 foot long. The Stalker's body is tipped by a long snout with plenty of teeth. This can be used to reach small prey hiding amongst rocks and coral for protection. The creature's snout can also deliver a huge amount of biting pressure to large prey, similar to crocodiles here on Earth. Inspiration for this seems to be the snout of fish-eating crocodiles, to which Stalker snouts bear a close resemblance. The creatures have also been shown to be highly aggressive towards humans if you get too close, and have been known to lay in wait in small groups in the kelp forest, so extreme caution should be taken when exploring the area, as if they get too close, their bite can deal 30 damage. Stalkers' teeth are unusually fast-growing and incredibly hard. The creatures also have a strange affinity for titanium deposits and other metal ores, and they also have a habit of crunching down on human-made metal equipment. The Stalker's interest in these objects sharpens and puts stress on their teeth, which is likely an evolved behaviour to keep the creature's weaponry in tip-top shape. This process leads to Stalkers frequently losing and leaving their teeth behind, which can be used to create enamelled glass. The Stalker can pick up a wide selection of objects and will often carry them a short distance before dropping them back to the seafloor. These can include waterproof lockers, oxygen tanks, knives, and various other metal ores and salvage. Stalkers also regularly attack sea moths, prawn suits, and cyclops due to their metallic nature, although prawn suits and cyclops are too strong for their teeth and don't take any damage, but the impact is still strong enough to push the prawn suit around. They seem to have a particular dislike of camera drones and will hunt them relentlessly, even attacking them when they're attached to the scanner room. The cameras still work when in the Stalker's mouth, but they can't be controlled. These cameras can actually be used to lure the Stalkers anywhere you want, but if they catch one, they do have the ability to take it under the map, causing damage if you want to get it back out. Stalkers have been seen to place metal salvage together with other pieces. It's unknown why they do this, but it is something you can take advantage of, as dropping metal salvage nearby can be a useful distraction from them biting down on your fleshy skin instead. The creature's back is lined by 7 dorsal ridges. These can all be moved independently to give the creature a surge of maneuverability when needed, and complement the 2 sets of pectoral fins on the underside of its body to give the Stalker a superior speed and turning power when hunting its prey. The creature's body ends in a large tail to help push it through the water. Stalker's eyes are adapted for nighttime hunting and have retinal layering on their eyeballs to help them see in the low light, acting as a form of night vision. This specialisation suggests that Stalkers are better at hunting at night than during the day, and the creatures become more hostile, with a wider aggression radius once the sun goes down. Unlike most creatures on 4546b, Stalkers do not have any bioluminescent parts on their bodies, and are actually one of only 2 creatures without any bioluminescence in the game, which makes them even more difficult to see at night. The combination of these factors means avoiding the kelp forest at night is a good idea unless you have some form of protection. If you decide to go on the attack, if injured enough by a knife or a thermo blade, Stalkers will turn tail and try to escape as fast as they can. If you have a sea glide, you can actually outrun them and hunt them down, as they only have 300 health, although as Stalker teeth are needed for crafting, this might not be the best idea. Wild Stalkers cannot be permanently tamed, but it's possible to temporarily get them off your back by feeding them less fortunate fish that you found earlier, although I wouldn't linger for too long, as the Stalker will soon be back to its normal nature, and you might find a few bite marks on your arm for the trouble. Stalkers reproduce by laying eggs, and if you can get past their guarding mothers, they can be used to hatch your own tame Stalkers in an alien containment facility. These Stalkers will never be hostile, but will attack your vehicles and steal metal objects. I suppose the allure of that sweet metallic taste just can't be overcome. And if you find yourself with too many tamed Stalkers, you can always use them or their eggs to power your bioreactor, with them providing 560 and 105 energy respectively. When Stalkers find themselves in the safe shallows, they can accidentally ram into the life pod and make it rock, although this doesn't appear to be on purpose, and is usually a result of them chasing a fish and hitting the pod in the process. Stalkers can also be found in the primary containment facility aquarium, amphibian, but a passive and not a threat. The Stalker is also related to Sector 0 Snowstalker, and while these two may live in completely different environments, they share common ancestry, which you can see just by looking at them. During the game's development, the original Stalker was slightly different, and you might recognise it, and that's because the original Stalker model was actually that of the lava lizard. The lava lizard was never intended to be in the kelp forest, as it was created for the lava zone, but it was placed there as a temporary measure until the proper Stalker was made. Development notes also refer to the Stalker as the Snout Shark, which is a pretty cool name. In fact, I might even prefer it. Wait, what is that? It's huge! Did it just bite that Stalker in half? Quick, you'll need to click right here to watch this video next all about the Reaper Leviathan, otherwise this might be the end for us. And special thanks to my patrons, Asmodeus Mateus, Graham DeLoye, Baron Windy, and Xander Kohler for making this video possible.